Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are exploring the beautiful Yosemite, one of the prettiest national parks in the entire US. The views are insane, so make sure to stick around because it's going to be a good one.
Kilometers underneath Yosemite.
So we spent a weekend in the San Francisco area, and of course we couldn't leave without seeing the famous Yosemite, the giant secure trees. Since we weren't really in the mood to drive, we decided to join a bus tour instead, and honestly that was the best decision ever because we got to see a lot of places that we wouldn't have explored on a normal day. So yeah, come along with me to this beautiful adventure, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. So we made our first stop at this river called the Merced River. It is a hidden gem, and there was also a restroom which was direct opposite, so people could use it before we continue our journey. This river was very peaceful and serene. Honestly, I could sit there the whole day just listening to all those soothing sound that the water was bringing in, because personally I really like those soothing sounds in an ASMR form. So this was like perfect relaxation moment, but unfortunately we had like 20 minutes or so to leave, so I just soaked in as much as I could before we finally left. So fast forward, we got to our second stop in the Yosemite National Park. This is the famous tunnel view that everyone talks about, and it's for a good reason actually. This lookout gives you an absolutely stunning views of the entire valley, so make sure that you check this place out if you're ever in the Yosemite Park. It is definitely a must-see. So we made another stop at this lower part of the park, and it had an incredible side view of the waterfall. You can literally just see the water pouring down from the massive rock. It was honestly so beautiful to watch. And what even made it more special for me particularly is because this particular location, there was no crowd, just as in the views, which was so rare to find in Yosemite because normally it is packed. I mean, we have over 4 million people visiting this particular national park each year, so finding a quiet spot felt like an extra special moment. Another thing is people come all over the world to not just visit this park but also to camp at this park. So if camping is your thing, then you can definitely do that in Yosemite. So our next stop was this gorgeous waterfall called the Bridalveil Falls. Definitely a hidden gem, I would say. So unlike anything that we've been to so far today, this one you need to make a little hike, but nothing too crazy at all, I promise you guys. I think it was about 15 to 20 minutes the most to get there, like by hike, and it was definitely 100% worth it once you get there. Before then, this waterfall was called Pohono Falls by the Ahunchi people, but it was changed in 1856 to Bridalveil due to its resemblance to a bright veil, especially when the wind blows the mist sideways. And yes, side note, homegirl tripped and fell. This right here is exactly why I was so glad that we booked this particular tour, because we just made another stop at this spot where it has like a very total different view of Yosemite, and honestly I don't think we would have come here on our own. So yeah, I was glad that this tour took the time to like give us all the spot and all the views that we needed. So next up, food break. We headed straight to the Yosemite Lodge restaurant because listen, at this point It was lunch and your girl was starving. We got a fuel before we keep up with all the exploring because else I'll pass out. Yeah, so we just grabbed some lunch. We got a regular burger and some fries. So finally, we are approaching the main reason we came to this place, the iconic Yosemite Falls Alpa Trailhead. So the hike to get there takes a little effort, but nothing too crazy at all, I promise you. It was totally worth it. And this is actually one of the tallest waterfall in the entire North America, with a combined height of about 2,425 feet between the upper and the lower fall. Crazy, right? Yeah. And get this, every February, something magical happens on this fall. There is this sunlight that hits the El Capitan. That is the giant rock that you see right here in Yosemite at the right angle, and it lights up the waterfall in this glowing orange color that looks like a molten lava. This event is called the Yosemite Firefall. So if you are planning your trip to visit Yosemite in February, definitely look it up so that you can know the exact date and time to catch that. It's a once in a lifetime kind of thing, so it will be a very cool experience, especially if you're camping here in this national park.
We should head back to our old place in the faraway town where I met you, baby. All those years past, now I know you, how the times can change and I get.
So we decided to go to the other side of the national park. We realized that there was a trail down on the other side and there was other things going on, and so we just made a stop at the El Capitan just to see the rock before we made our way straight into the trail to go see what there is on the other side of the trail.
Maybe I just can't forgive another mistake. Maybe I don't want to feel this hard.
So remember that when we made the first stop coming here to Yosemite, we saw this river called the Merced River. I realized that the Merced River comes from this particular area and it flows all the way down to where we saw that serene place that we went to, which is cool. There on the bridge, this pure angel decided to bless us with her beautiful talent. So we gave her a quick round of applause. Anyway, it was time for our tour group to meet in front of the El Capitan, where we got to learn a lot about the El Capitan, which is the rock that you can find here in Yosemite. So this rock is a very world-renowned destination for rock climbing. Hundred of rock climbing activities has been held in this particular location. So apparently each year there is a rock climbing competition that goes on here right in Yosemite. So if you are lucky, you can get to see them climbing on the wall whilst you visit.
Yeah, I don't know why I tried.
So we were finally done in Yosemite and we're heading straight to the secure forest. But before that, our tour guide made a quick stop at this hill that had this amazing scenic view. We also got to see this river flowing, which was very nice and serene to see. Yeah, and we got to hang out around this area for in about 10 minutes before we finally headed to the giant Sequoia. This is one of the places that I couldn't wait to see, so I was definitely 100% hyped to go see this secure big trees.
Maybe I don't want to feel this heartache.
This was the part that all the frustration started. Our tour guide started to bring this narrative that due to the snow on the floor, the place is higher up, and then because of that we can't go see the giant secure trees, which was so untrue because we definitely saw someone coming from that direction. And the very next day when I got back home, I saw some of my friends who came to the same place that very day, on the same day, which was on the Saturday. So I didn't understand why this tour guide, I feel like he just didn't want to go see the trees. He was probably tired, but I mean, he could have been upfront with that and just be honest about it rather than just saying that due to the snow we can't go see it. I was so sad about it because this was on my bucket list and this was one of my big to-do lists. So yeah, I'll definitely come back, and this time around probably not come with a tour guide. We'll just drive here on our own to see the trees. I was so frustrated that we couldn't get to see, but yeah, no worries. I know I'll come back. So
when you see that thing for the first time,
we started to head back to San Francisco, and we got to learn about this man who was so fascinated about the Yosemite. He used to even live there. He was a rock climber, and his history, how his wife left him because of the rock climbing. It was a very good documentary, to be honest. I really got to learn a lot about rock climbing and Yosemite in this particular documentary. So I thought that was a good one. I'm not sure what the title is. If I find it, I'm definitely gonna link it in the bio so you get to watch it for yourself too. Oh boy, just when I thought it was over, apparently not. So our tour guide stopped us by this farmer's market where we got to buy some fruit and some nuts. I really loved their almond nuts. Oh my god. And the strawberry was so juicy. It was coming right from the farm, so it was so fresh. And yeah, I loved everything I got here. I don't know the name, but if I ever go to Yosemite, I'm definitely passing by. So if you ever see it, maybe you should pass by too. So fast forward the next day, I was doing other activities and I saw an Instagram post from Mark Zuckerberg that in the Yosemite with family. I was like, wait, who? Mark who? If you saw it, that's my comments right there. I was like, wait, I miss Mark Zuckerberg, so he was here right here with me. And I know some of you might ask, what would you have done with it? Oh my god, like, this is Mark Zuckerberg, okay? I'm not even tripping. I mean, you guys stop it. This is Mark Zuckerberg we are talking about. Like, I would have, when I take a picture with him, I would, maybe he might probably even give me a job. Who knows? But anyway, I ended up missing Mark Zuckerberg at the Yosemite. Maybe I'll meet him another time in the business room. Who knows? Anyway, thank you so much. If you have been with me to the end, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep sharing more and more of this amazing adventure with you every day. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your favorite part, and would you want to be in Yosemite? If you have been in Yosemite, comment down below what did you like or enjoy there. And until then, I will see you next weekend with everything that I did in San Francisco over the weekend. So make sure to stay tuned and peace out.